Vlog every day of April. Yeah!
So today we're specifically going to be talking about how to set your goal. And then, the last step is going to be go do the thing. But we're going to just be talking about setting the basic goal. The first step to setting your goal is to think about why you want to do the thing. Try to have a proper reason, clear, set in mind, and if possible, write it down, just because when you see that again in the future, it just reinvigorates your will to do the thing. The next step of setting your goal is to make sure that your goal is measurable. Let's say that you want to vlog every day of April. What is your measure? Have you vlogged every day of April? Yes or no? It's pretty simple. Or if your aim is to lose weight, don't just say, oh yeah, I'll lose something. You have to have a very set number, a way to measure how well you're doing. Or in school, if you want to do better in school, you want to get better grades, after thinking about why you want to do that, then you have to have a very set, specific goal so that you can tick yes or no. Have you achieved this, yes or no? Alright, the third part is to forget about the big picture and just break down your goals into a million tiny little ones. So let's say your aim is to do really well at school. You break down that goal to do well on this next test, be really good at this next quiz, ask questions, go around, do something. So instead of thinking, oh, I'm never going to make the 100%, you do the little bit by little bit, and then even if you don't reach the 100%, you will get a lot closer than if you were just like, oh yeah, look at that 100, wow, that looks difficult, but I know I could do it, and then just do nothing. If you have the small goals that you could see yourself achieving, I've done well on a test before, so therefore I could do well on a test in the future. Maybe not necessarily all of them, but I could do well on a test. So you do well on that test, and then you keep doing well, and then eventually you're just going to see that 100, you're going to be like, what? Me? No. No. Step 4 is to give yourself a little bit of leeway to be a human being, because sometimes we forget when we write stuff down on paper, oh yeah, I could totally do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll never have any obstacles come in my way. So if you give yourself room to mess up a little bit, then it just makes you feel less guilty if you have to abandon your project for a second, and it doesn't make you feel bad. So while the measurable thing is very strict, it is also not strict enough that it hinders you from enjoying your life, because the point of any goal is to, 1, better yourself, and then 2, make sure that you're enjoying what it is that you're doing, because then what's the point? And also, if you're not happy, then you're not benefiting anyone around you. Step number 5 is to have a very basic plan. And I say have a very basic plan just because you don't know where your plan could go wrong, and you don't know the strengths of your plan, and you don't know the weaknesses of your plan until you actually implement it. So you have the basic plan, and then here comes step number 6, where you just do the thing. Don't think too much about it. Do the thing. So with this Vida thing, I'm trying my hardest not to think too much about it in terms of, this is probably going to be really embarrassing, or someone in real life might be able to see this, which, obviously they will, especially since I tweet about it. So I'm not thinking about this. I'm not going to be thinking about this. So when I say just do the thing, you know what you want to do. You have your plan. You have no giant, amazing reason to stop you from doing the thing. Do it. If it's embarrassing, you can just delete all the evidence, wipe everyone's minds. And even if you do really badly, what's the worst that can happen, right? You lose all your friends, your family disowns you. What's the worst that can happen? Amazing. Vida, day 5. I'm just going to be counting down the days until I fail, or I just do really well. Who knows? I think I'm probably going to have to schedule some uploads, just because towards the end of the month I do have my exams coming up, and I find it really awkward to study very seriously about something and then also have to think about being interesting. It's really hard to be interesting. It's actually difficult. I don't even know if I'm being interesting today, and I don't know. The end. See you. Have a good life. Peace out. Goodbye.